My answer to this question is no. No, I'm not concerned. About them missing the playoffs? No. They are 2 points out at this current moment, and it is January 5th. There's a lot of hockey left to be played, and they're not 6, 7, 8 points out.
Right.
They're 2 points out. There's a lot of divisional hockey left to be played. You talk about that. They've played the Islanders once. They've played the Devils once. They've played the Rangers once. There are a lot of opportunities for them moving forward. This fan base needs to chill the F out. Take your headspace out of this current losing streak for 1 second, because I feel like that's what a lot of Penguins fans have an issue doing. We've lost 5 in a row. They lost 7 in a row earlier. Are you forgetting that this was the best team in hockey in December? And it was not particularly close. Try to even out this roller coaster of streaks that the Penguins have had all season long and say to yourself, is this a team that I can consider top 8 in the East? They don't need to be top 5. They don't need to be top 3. To get into the postseason, they need to be top 8. Are they better than the Washington Capitals? I think at full health, at full strength, yes. Are they better than the New York Islanders? Full strength, full health, yes. Same with the Rangers. Now, I understand that's a fairy tale world. Pittsburgh Penguins, until I die, will probably never be fully healthy. That's probably something that will happen. But you are missing your top 2 defensemen on the right side. You're missing 3 of your top 4 defensemen on the right side. You get Letang back. You get Petrie back, which could happen in the next week or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Sidney Crosby and Jake Gensel are not going to be this bad for very long.
No, they just need to figure it out sooner rather than later. That's kind of the only point I was making there, is that this team is not going anywhere without them, because the depth scoring is not where it should be still. Mm-hmm. Where like they're scoring, yeah, but like I said, it's not at the same pace. And another thing too is, you're right, I'm with you here. Like I don't think they're going to make it. I can just see the concerns. Think of this too. I don't know how much, I don't know how much weight you put into this. I wrote a story about this last night. Just shared it like as you were speaking. The Penguins are still among the betting favorites. In case you were curious,
Vegas has faith.
Yeah, Vegas has faith. I mean, there are 2. Oh, and by the way, it's betting favorites to win the cup, not just make the playoffs or win games. It is to win the damn thing. I mean, I don't know how much faith you put in numbers and make that a real discussion point, but that's something. It is something that you can throw a couple of bucks down on the Pittsburgh Penguins right now and take it. I believe they're plus 1,800. If that means anything to you, I know nothing about it, but I know
it's good odds.
Those are good odds. That's all I need to hear. It's within the top 10, and that's a step in the right direction. Yeah, there's 2 teams in the Metro above them in those odds. Mm-hmm. I believe it's the Devils and the Rangers, or maybe Carolina.
Hurricanes. I was the Hurricanes.
It's Hurricanes, yeah. My bad, it's Hurricanes. But still, they are among the betting favorites. And that's another thing to take into account here, that not only should you not be concerned about them missing the playoffs, because they're most likely not going to. I can just understand where people are coming from. Maybe one of these teams falls off. Like I said before we played them, the Devils are falling back to earth a little bit. I don't suspect they're going to maintain the same skill they have. They're a great team. Yeah, they're a fast team. Yes, something about them still doesn't click with me, but that's just me. And who knows, the Islanders are the Islanders. New coach, they make the playoffs. He's Jack Adams winner. Could be a bunch of different things. And at the pace of Ovechkin's scoring, though, I mean, the Capitals are going to be fine. There's some weird things going on in the Metro, and they're all very good. The Penguins just need to find themselves, and they can do that very easily.
So the Penguins are currently on a 5-game losing streak. The last thing I will say about everybody that is doom and gloom right now, this is the end of a very tough stretch of games for the Pittsburgh Penguins. We talked about it in December when they started this. It was 10 games against a lot of playoff teams and against a lot of playoff teams in the Metropolitan Division. And yeah, they played pretty well at the first half of that. And yes, they've struggled in the second half of that. But let's not forget the fact that even though they have given up leads, that means they had leads in these games. That's a big thing. The only game they didn't show up in for the full 60 was New York. the first game off of Christmas break, which do with that information what you will. You can call it, not being ready to play out of a break. You can call it being lackadaisical. You can call it just basically no showing. That is the only game in which I have watched and I said there are no redeeming qualities for this team. Every other game.
P.O. Joseph.
Yep. P.O. Yeah, okay. P.O. Joseph. Fair point. Fair point. P.O. Joseph. But every other game, there's a reason this team we're talking about them not holding on to leads. It's because they've gotten out to leads. They've shown, hey, we can outplay anybody in this league. So I just feel that people really need to chill out. Like they just try. I know it's hard. Try to take yourself out of what you're watching right now in this 5-game losing streak and try to look past the box scores. I've seen a lot of that too. People that are like, oh, they lost 5 in a row. They gave up. Look past the box scores. Stop being a headline fan and actually think about the greater just area of the team and what they've looked like in these games. Because yes, they've looked bad at points, but they've also looked very good at points. And that's while their best players are not performing to their standard.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at the games they have coming up too. Like you said, it's the harder stretch is coming to an end after Vegas, because then we got Arizona, Vancouver, Winnipeg's doing okay, Carolina, we know. Then Anaheim, Ottawa, New Jersey again, Florida, Washington. That's to finish out the month. Oh, sorry, I'm missing San Jose in there.
Yeah,
that's to finish out the month before the bye week.
Yeah, then you do the San Jose, Anaheim, LA trip, which LA is the only team of any, that's a tough trip for the Penguins always. But,
yeah,
realistically, you should be winning against San Jose and the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah.
But, we all know how that goes. But nonetheless, I think as Nick Horwat's idol, Aaron Rodgers once said, relax, everybody, relax.